It can feel so incredibly overwhelming as a small business owner sometimes, and that can lead to confusion and not knowing the next step to take in your business. So today, I'm sharing how to find brand clarity in your business and the exact formula you need to get you there. Hi, and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Kristen Fulci, the brand strategist, website designer, and commercial photographer for creative small businesses. Today, I'm breaking down how to find brand clarity in your business. We've all been there. We've been so overwhelmed to not know what the next step is that we should take. We can't think. All of our thoughts are muddled together, and it becomes so hard to run a business as a single entrepreneur. So I'm going to break it down for you. It's literally the exact formula you need to find that clarity. We're going to use a 3-step process that I've developed where we will identify, analyze, and then strategize to be able to come up with a concrete solution. And there is a free 15-page guidebook below that's going to guide you through all of these questions. So if you miss a question, or you're not sure, you're wanting more detail, or you're wanting a place to be able to free write and have this all together, that is going to be found in the guidebook, along with 3 of the most common brand pain points and solutions for them. So hop down below, download that guidebook, pop back in here, and we can follow along and work on it together. So the first step in this formula is to identify. We need to identify what that pain point is. So we really need to look at where you are now. So what it is that you do and why you do it. And when you say what it is that you do, we're not going to just say just a photographer. We're going to be really detailed. We're not going to just say a wedding photographer. We're going to make sure that we detail out every single thing you do. If that's education, if you're selling Lightroom presets, any of those things, right? And then if we're looking at why you do it, like what is the core of it? What is your heart? What is that message that you want everyone to be able to know? We want to clearly see where you are now. That way we're able to say whether that's all being depicted when we look forward into the future of identifying your pain point. So once we've identified where you are now, we're going to look and see where do you want to be? Like what is that beautiful vision that you have for your company? Whether that's a year down the line or 5 years down the line, dream big and write it all out. Like free write it, visualize it if you're a visual person. Close your eyes when nobody's in the room so you don't look weird, like close the door. Visualize it, like where are you? Look around you, like is there a desk? Are you in an office? Is that office in your home? Are you in a studio somewhere? Are you talking one-on-one with clients? Are you selling products and just having passive income? But look at it more than that, right? Are you clocking out at 5 o'clock? Look at the time of the year. Did you get to celebrate Valentine's Day with your husband if Valentine's Day just passed? You know, did you get to take time off of work for an upcoming vacation? How are you feeling? All of those things, like fully visualize an entire day in your business so that it's something that you can either replay on repeat visually or you have it all written out, like free write all of it out so that you can come back to it. If you're an audio type of person, you can also just like talk all about your vision into your phone in your voice notes app. And then we need to look at your ideal client and really get specific here. We're not talking about getting specific about what they love to drink and what they love to eat. We're getting specific about your ideal client and where they are when they're looking to work with you, right? So if you are a wedding photographer, we're not talking about them loving to go to Starbucks and Target. We're talking about what type of wedding are they having? What type of theme are they planning? If we're going to discuss food, right, or drink, it's what are they serving at their wedding? So are they, doing like beers and like a brewery type of theme? Or do they doing wine, Napa Valley? Are they having buffet? Are they having a full service sit down dinner? Right? When we talk about shopping, like so many people say we're shopping with an ideal client. They shop at Target, they shop at Nordstrom, but no, if we're a wedding photographer, we're looking like, where are they shopping for their bridal dress? What is their budget? Are they looking for something that's more of an experience or something that's budget friendly? All of those things are really great indicators into your ideal client's mind and all sum up where you want to be and what you want your company to be perceived as. So once we know where you are right now, and we know where you want to be, we can start to hone in on what's stopping you from getting there, right? And that's the first step, which is to identify the problem. Because with all of the overwhelm and all of your thoughts, sometimes it can be hard to even know what's really stopping you from success? Not maybe what's bothering you, like your office is messy, but like what's stopping you from that successful, amazing dream. In the brand guidebook below that you can download, I list several common pain points that you can easily check off if you're still having difficulty coming up and identifying your specific one. Go grab that, hop back here so we can go to the next step. If you know what your pain point is, you've easily identified it, write it down so that you don't lose it, and let's move on to step 2 of the formula. Step 2 is to now analyze. So we need to look at that pain point and say, why is this happening? Why is this occurring? So if you look back at what you wrote for where you are now and what it is that you do and why you do it, ask yourself, is that being conveyed across your website, your social media accounts, newsletters, any type of marketing materials? Do people really know what you do specifically? You'll be surprised how often you'll find that I'll go to a website and you can't tell what the person does at all. Make sure it's clear. Take the time to look through your website, your social accounts, see if there's any type of discrepancy. Then look at your why, the why that you described in the where you are now. Is that being showcased anywhere? Are you showing that heart with your visitors and your audience that you currently have? Is that being showcased on your website? Have you posted it on social media? Next, take a look at your design. So your logo, your color palette, your fonts, the design of your website, the design of your social feed, and check and see if there are any discrepancies. So discrepancies meaning, is there a difference between the skill that you currently have and what is being reflected? So how sharp and crisp your photography is compared to how it was when you first started, or if you're a photographer, right? Or if you're a fellow designer watching this, right? If you've up-leveled your design over the years, look and check and see, is your website reflecting that? Is your logo reflecting that? Is your brand reflecting that? Or is there a discrepancy that could lead somebody to believe that you are not offering the quality services that you're currently offering? If you're feeling like something is missing from your brand and you just don't know what, write down every single possibility of what it could be like. Brain dump all of it out. The goal of this step is to fully analyze that pain point. So we need to dissect it. We need to make sure that we understand why this is happening so that we can move on to the next step, which is strategy. Here, we're going to be strategizing all of the ways that you can solve your specific problem. So now everybody's kind of come to different outcomes here. I'm going to go with an example that you're having trouble attracting your ideal client. Okay, there's a difference between attracting your ideal client and getting clients to convert into inquiries. Two very different things, right? One is that we're not even getting people to inquire, right? We're not even getting people to our contact page. And another one of where we're not getting the inquiries to convert is like we are getting them to land in the inbox, but they're not converting for some specific reason. So there's a million different things you guys could have written down for that pain point. I'm going to lead with the example that you're having trouble attracting that ideal client. So we're going to start to brainstorm ideas for the strategize phase of this formula. And you can do the same thing in the guidebook below. Literally brain dump all the ways that you can fix this. When we're looking at attracting your ideal client, one of the biggest things that I see is a discrepancy between your skill and what your brand is actually showcasing. What tends to happen is that we work so hard on our skill, right? So if you're a photographer, throughout the years, you're like, well, I got to take better photos. I got to get a better camera. I got to learn new poses. And we work so hard on this part. But our brand or our website stays at entry level, right? We created our business, we started a brand, we started a website. We started taking pictures. This moved up, this never moved up. So if we do not bring this up to that level, we're showing people that, well, we're not really worth the price we're charging up here. So we're not even getting the inquiry to come in if we're stating prices on our website. It could be deterring people from purchasing because if we're going with the example of a wedding photographer, that's a pretty important day. It could be scaring people saying, I might get a virus on this site because I don't know how it's designed, or it looks weird, or it looks shady, or the pictures are blurry on there. Maybe you haven't updated them in all of these years, and you need to update them with your newly skilled photos. So we're going to go through, strategize, look at your website, look at your social accounts, newsletter, printed materials, literally everything that your brand touches, even business cards. If you're handing out business cards at networking events and you're not getting people to kind of come back to you after you've had a full conversation with them and they're interested in working with you and you hear crickets, What is it that they're not seeing? Is the business card a little bit funky and weird, not representing your brand? Are they hopping on your website? Maybe the business card is perfect. They're hopping on your website and they're like, nope, this isn't the type of person. I know I met that person there, but this is showing me something different, and I'm not sure. That is that little uncertainty that we never want anybody to feel when they interact with our brand. The second that question goes off, they're done. We don't want them to feel any type of mistrust or uncertainty like they cannot work with our brand. As a final step, which really isn't part of the formula, but you can guess it, it's make a plan to get this into action. So you have brainstormed all of these really great ideas on how to fix that pain point so that you can move forward and it's not blocking you anymore, but you have to make a plan. You have to get this into action. So organize those solutions that you created into a list. We're going to make number one the easiest and fastest to implement, whether or not it has the biggest change. Why are we doing it like this? Because most people will tell you to do the one that's going to have the most impact first. No, what tends to happen when you do it like that is like you never make it past that. It's a massively big project. You don't see any type of difference or change on it, and you don't make it past even finishing number one. We're putting number one, easiest and fastest to implement, something you can do today. So even if that's as simple as going and updating your cover image on your homepage, you can do that in 5 minutes. Organize your list like that so you can start seeing progress. You can start seeing change. You can get inspired to complete your list and actually see results from these changes. So remember that 15-page guidebook is below if you want to be able to walk through this with something tangible, to print it out, to write on it. If you found this video helpful and you're finding some brand clarity in your business just by watching it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for future videos. Then pop it in the comments and let me know. Did this help you find that clarity? Were you able to implement these solutions? What did you do today that made that really big change? And I want to hear those results that you have. I will see you next time.